Today we are going to discuss about analysis problem on monostable multivibrator circuits. In previous lecture we discussed how to design a monostable multivibrator circuit. Here in this problem we have to discuss how to analyze the monostable multivibrator circuit. We given resistor values, some HFE values, then find out the currents across the transistors, base and transistor collectors. Okay, the given specifications are VCC is equal to 6 volts, VBB minus 1.5 volt, RC 1K, remaining 3 resistors are 10K and HFA is equal to 30. Then how to analyze the circuit means, okay, this is the example problem in Milliman of 420 page number. Here the procedure is, here already we know that when switch on, not assumption, when switch on the circuit, when switch on, T2 enter into on, T1 enter into off. Okay, by using some circuit analysis procedure, we have to prove that T2 on, T1 off. After applying triggering signal, after applying some trigger signal, then T2 changes to off, then T1 changes to on. Again by using some circuit analysis procedure, again we have to prove that T2 off and T1 on. That is the analysis. The once again analysis is, when switch on the circuit, transistor T2 enter into on, transistor T1 enter into off. By using some circuit analysis, we have to prove that T2 on, T1 off. Similarly, after applying some trigger signal, immediately T2 changes on to off, then T1 changes off to on. Now again after some analysis, circuit analysis procedure, again we have to prove that T2 on, T2 off, T1 on. Then how to find? First one is, we have to prove that T2 on, T1 off. Here already we know that we have to prove that T2 on. When a transistor, when we can say the particular transistor enter into on means its base voltage, here IB2, its base voltage greater than IB2 minimum. Then we can say that T2 enter into on. Okay, we have to prove that. First of all, find out the current here, IC2 current, and coming to this branch. Here consider this branch, this is VCC, RC, now this is VC2 on 0.3. Neglect current in this branch. Okay, very small amount of current flows in this branch. Then the current IC2 current approximately equal to, okay, so some I1 current, here I2. I1 is equal to I2 plus IC2. Neglect I2, then I1 approximately equal to IC2. Then IC2 current is equal to VCC minus VC2 saturation by RC. That is equal to 6 minus 0.3 by 1K. That is equal to IC2 is equal to 5.7 milliamperes. That is the IC2. IC2 is equal to 5.7 milliamperes. Once you know the IC2 current, IB2 minimum. IB2 minimum is equal to IC2 by HFE. Then that is equal to 5.7 milli by 40. Then around approximately 0.19 milliamperes. This is IB2 minimum. Then calculate IB2. Okay, consider here the IB2 current. This is the path. This is IB2. Then find IB2. Here the branch is, this is the resistor, and this is T21. Here VB2 0.7. Here VCC. Here the current is IB2. Now IB2 is equal to, we apply KVL this loop, VCC minus VB2 by R. 6 minus 0.7 by R is equal to 10 K. That is around IB2 is equal to 0.53 milli. 0.53 milliamperes. Now you know IB2 current and IB2 minimum. Now you can conclude that IB2 greater than IB2 minimum, so that T2 transistor in on. Okay. This one is over. By using some circuit analysis procedure, we have to verify that T2 transistor on. Then next one is T1 off. How to verify T1 transistor off? Okay, T1 transistor off. Consider this one. When you can say the T1 transistor on means it's VB1 less than 0 volt. Then consider the branch. This is the VC2 0.3. This is R1 VB1 minus VBB R. Apply superposition principle. Here VB1 is equal to, consider this source, short circuit this one, VC2 into short circuit resistance R2 by R1 plus R2. Consider this source minus VBB into short circuit resistance R1 by R1 plus R2. Then substitute, you get the values. VB1 is equal to minus, okay, approximately here the values are minus 0.3, minus 0.3 volts. So that VB1 less than 0 volts, so that T1 transistor off. Like that, we verified that in stable state, this is the stable state. By using some circuit analysis, we verified that transistor T2 on, transistor T1 off. The condition is when VB1 less than 0, then you can say transistor T1 off. When IB2 greater than IB2 minimum, we can say that transistor T2 on. Now after applying triggering signal, the circuit enter into semi-stable state. Again states are T1 on, T2 off. Again by using circuit analysis, again prove that T1 on, T2 off. Now consider after applying triggering signal, states are changed, T2 off, T1 on. Again you have to prove that T1 transistor on, again its base current IB1 greater than or equal to IB1 minimum. Similarly, transistor T2 off, its base voltage less than 0 volts. Okay, consider this currents. Now this is T2 off. Here collector voltage is VCC and the current is I3 current flows in this direction divided into IB1 current and I4 current. Calculate I3 current. You know the VC2 value and VB1. VB1 is equal to 0.7 and VC2 is equal to VCC. Then first calculate I3 current. I3 current is equal to VCC minus VB1 by R1, that is equal to I3 current is equal to 0.48. Then I4 current is equal to VB1 minus VBB by R2. That value is equal to 0.11 milliamperes. Then IB1 is equal to I3 minus I4, that is equal to 0.37 milliamperes. This is IB1. Okay. Then we have to find IB1 minimum. Then IB1 minimum is equal to IC1 by HF. Find out the IC1 current. Find out the IC1 current. And here the current flowing in this direction, some I1 current coming in this direction, IR current. So IC1 is equal to I1 plus IR. Then again I1 into RC, then drop across I1 into RC is equal to VCC minus VCE saturation. From that we can find I1 is equal to VCC minus VCE saturation by RC. 6 minus 0.3 by 1 kg, 5.7, that is equal to I1 current. Then again IR current. Then here this drop also, remember, 5.7. Then by using this relation, consider only these three elements. Here there is a RC, here voltage across capacitor VA, then this is the loop, then current is IR current. Then apply KVL to this loop, minus IR into R plus VA. VA is the voltage across capacitor previously. Then the voltage across capacitor is, previously it is 6 minus 0.7, 5.3 volts VA, and the current, this one is I1 current. And again here I1 current flows in this direction, so that plus I1 into, from that IR is equal to VA plus I1 into RC by R. So IR current is equal to I1 current, then IR current is equal to VA plus I1 into RC by R. 5.7, 5.3, 5.7 voltage by 10. That is around is equal to 1.1 milliamp. That is around is equal to 1.1. Now IC1 is equal to, now IC1 is equal to 6.8 I1 IR 6.8. Once you know the IC1, then IB1 minimum is equal to 6.8 milli by 40. HF value 30. That is equal to IB1 minimum 0.23. 0.23. So IB1 minimum is equal to 0.23 milliamperes. Now we conclude that IB1 is equal to greater than IB1 minimum, that is 0.37 milliampere, greater than 0.23 milliamperes. So we conclude that T1 transistor this is over. Now there is a last one. Again apply some circuit analysis procedure. Again find VB2. It's VB2 less than 0. We can say the transistor T2 in off state. Last one is VB2. To find VB2 we require a waveform. VB2 waveform, already we know that. VB2 waveform in semi-stable state. This is stable state. Previously it is 0.7. After applying triggering signal, this may be reduced to VCC minus VCE saturation. Now the value of VB1 at triggering signal, sorry VB2. Now value of VB2, this is the level. Now the value of VB2 is equal to, initially it is in VB2 saturation. Now suddenly it drops to VCC minus VCE saturation. Now VB2 is equal to 0.7 minus 6 volts plus if it is a 0.3. Now that is equal to minus 5 volts. So VB2 is equal to minus 5 volts. So VB2 less than 0. Then you can say that transistor T1 in off state. Now completed last one. Transistor T2 also off. Now what is the collector voltage of VC2 when transistor T2 is in off? Okay, this is VB1 transistor on 0.7. This is VCC. Then apply some superposition theorem. Then again calculate VC2. Okay, the last parameter is VC2. But presently T2 transistor off. Now the network is, this is VCC, RC, this is VC2 and this is R1. Now this is VB1. This voltage 0.7, this voltage 6 volts. Now find VC2. Then apply superposition theorem. RC is equal to 1K. This is equal to, apply superposition theorem. Then VC2 is equal to, consider one source, consider VB1, short circuit VCC, RC by R1 plus RC, plus consider VCC, short circuit VB1, R1 by R1 plus RC. Then substitute values, you will get VC2 is equal to around 5.5 5.52 volts. So this is the procedure for analyzing the monostable multivibrator. This is the analysis problem. In analysis problem, you given everything, all resistor values and power supply values and also HFE value. Right? By using some circuit analysis, we have to verify that in stable state, T2 transistor on, T1 transistor off. In semi-stable state, after applying triggering signal, again we have to verify that T1 transistor on, T2 transistor off. This is the procedure. This procedure approximately most of the concepts similar to in bistable multivibrator circuit analysis problem. This is the example problem in Milliman Tabu 420. Please go through the Milliman Tabu if any doubts. Right? Okay, most of the concepts are same. Once again, here the transistor is on means its base current greater than or at least equal to minimum base current. IB2 greater than or equal to IB2 minimum. Then how to verify of its base voltage less than 0 volts. Okay, thank you.